Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. I am Old Man 102. Welcome back to the channel. And welcome back to Alchemy Factory. So I'm going to try and slow things down a bit. And we're going to try and keep the store going with a little bit of money, but we're going to need enough money to start scaling up a bunch of productions that we're going to come in here and delete. So I'm going to temporarily move this whole setup. I think I have enough space in my inventory. We probably do. I need to get rid of this. Alright, your coke powder, which we're using here. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, I can't get rid of them. Damn it. Oh, you are coal. Hang on. Your charcoal powder. Your coke powder. Where are we using the coke powder at? We're using that over here. We are. Can I get rid of you? I can. Okay, so I have 2 coal power. Alright, I'll get rid of you. Freeze up. A couple more spaces. I want to move this whole mess so I can put floors down here. But we need to keep this going because we're going to need the clay. So, let's go. And then hopefully... Hang on, before I get into build mode, I think let me get a little bit of clay in my inventory because we're going to need that to rebuild with. Let's see if we can do this. I think that's everything. So if I go confirm, oh, I think we may have enough. No, yeah, we do. Maybe, yeah, we do. Let's move you over here temporarily, and we're gonna have to put all this crap back. All right, hold on. No, what's left? Oh, okay, so just you have to come out. Which goes here. Oh, now we're going to have a whole bunch of extra shit when I take this apart. All right, hold on. Let's go over here. All right. What charcoal goes where? Okay, charcoal's got to go through here. No, these have to go through here. Oh man, can I put them on? I can't even put them on the belt. All right, so let's just get rid of those. You need to come out. You need to come out. You need to come out. So you can go in there. 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 And then, crap. And then how did I end up with a couple hundred of these? And I have no idea. All right. So that mess is over here. Let's do one other thing to keep this running a little bit better. Let's get it a few logs. All right, now, so that's going to keep that running. We have, let's see what we have. Oh, sorry there, buddy. Soap we're not making, soap we're not making. So do we have 30 yellow potions? I have 0 yellow potions. Alrighty then. Because you are out of... Alright, so let's do... Alright, what do we have here? Alright, cool. I'm going to take those, shove them in here. Oh, crap, what do I have? Oh no, I think we're good. Alright, let's do our normal... and then we're going to start tearing these apart, so we can get some more permanent setups going. So I'm tired of buying, we're spending all of our money on flax seeds. So here, you and you. Alright, yeah, I'm tired of spending all of our money on seeds, so we are going to start to change things up here a little bit. Hang on, who else needed flax? Why do I have so much extra flax over here? Alright. Now let's get a floor here and here. Clay. So we got to keep clay going. Why is that not running? Oh, I didn't. Do I got to reset a recipe? No. Oh, logs. Crap. Alright, hold on. There we go. Alright, that'll work. So let's go wall, wall. I want to throw one there with the door, just so I can get over to the stores a little bit easier. And I may change this one to it. You know what? I'm going to change this one while we can. X. I want to change you to a door as well. Now we should be able to. We may need. Okay, I can move those coins. We may need an upright in here somewhere. Yeah, you're yellow, but you'll go there. Oh, cool. Alright. Nice. First floor. Should be socked in. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Now we'll take it up a level as we need the room. I know we're still going to have to manually feed some of this. Let me split you. Let's put you for sale. And we're still hand feeding what? Rope. Not what I wanted. Alright, I have a little bit on me. And then you are what? Linen. Which you are rope. Why do I have rope in here? You need to go there. There we go. And then where are we making our linen at right now? Here. Ah, look, my favorite screen. Well, we're going to slow down on buying coal and iron for the moment. So that's going to save us a ton of money. So we can start focusing on some permanent setups here so we can stop hand feeding. I'm going to leave this here temporarily. That's going to make us some money. We're going to manually do the green potions, but I think we're going to stop everything else because I want to use this space here to start building fertilizer, and I should have probably moved this here so we can start Actually, I'm going to start fertilizer right across the back. We may have to move some of this, or some of this may just have to go. But I'm thinking we're going to do fertilizer here all the way across the back. This way we can feed it upstairs. And then we can, because we can eliminate hand feeding all of these plants by building fertilizer first. All right, so we're going to need plant ash and quick lime through an assembler. So we're going to need, first thing we're going to need to set up is a sage through crucibles to get our plant ash, and then stone through crucibles to get our quick lime, and then they go through a grinder. So sage, but then we're going to have to feed fertilizer in. So I actually want to start with these, and we're going to need clay to do it. So we're going to have to keep this clay running. So we got to make sure this stays running. So we're going to start with sage. And we're going to leave room to feed fertilizer in. Once we start making fertilizer, it's got to get fed back in. Do I want to leave space between these? You know what? I think I do. Let's just leave one in case we have to run anything between them. Now, I know we can go over. I'm going to start with, we're going to start with 5. And so we're going to need 5 sage seeds. Now, it's not going to grow until we can feed fertilizer in. So we may be manually moving some of this stuff around at first. Let's grab another 10 real quick. And oh, what the heck, let's just do 6. And let me grab 2 of those so we can keep that going. So, oh, can I not put sage here? How do I put the sage in? Oh, alrighty then. That's right, they don't grow until we get fertilizer in them. We don't get anything out of it until we get fertilizer in them. Alright, so it is sage. Through crucibles to get our plant ash. Now, crucibles we're going to need, so these are going to have to come up. And I think I want to give myself a space. And then the only thing I want to keep going is we have to keep this going. Oh, why do I have an extra sage? Did I only do 5? Oh, okay, we're going to set one more of those up. We're going to set one more of these up. And then you can go there, and you can go there. Now, we're also going to need to feed logs into here. So what I think I want to do is set these up so the wood comes in from the front. Yeah. So we're going to have to bring coins back. Am I missing anything here? You have, let's get you some wood. Alright, so that'll keep that going. Everything else should be self-sufficient, except there's a couple things we're still hand feeding. Rope, which we're going to stop making for now. And yeah, so we're not going to be making any of that until we make it permanently. The only thing I do want to hand feed. Ooh, nice. I do want to hand feed these things. This is where we're making our cash from. Until we get them automated. We're making cash from that. We're making cash from the yellow ones. So these can go because I'm no longer going to make anything else by hand. We do need to make a little bit of rope by hand because I do need rope for building. And rope is being made where? Your rope here. So we're going to keep you going. We're going to take linen apart, but I also want to keep green potions going. So we're only going to keep green potions going and the yellow potions going for now as well. So let's grab just 2 more you. Oh, I need 4 flax. Alright. And then we'll continue working on getting our fertilizer set up. Once our fertilizer is set up, then we can start building everything else off of that. And then just have some extra rope. Alright, so I have some extra flax. Let's throw it. Let's just throw it over here for now then. Alright, so we're going to have to feed. Okay, so you are what? You're. Okay, so you're now going to be in my way. And then these are going to be in my way. So you. Yep. For now, we're going to go down here. And you're going to come apart. And that means I'm going to have a whole bunch more shit back in my inventory. No? Just blocks, huh? Oh, look at that. We needed some. I don't even know if I'm going to turn you on. I just may need you out of my way. Alright, so we're going to need to feed now this is going to be expandable because now we can go all the way down. So we are going to, can I not? Well, you know what? Let's just build an extra one in. That gives me a little bit of extra room. And we'll put a portal here to buy logs. So, so we feed them into, wrong one, crucibles. Now, just stone. Nice. Alright, now, do I want them? No, you guys are going to have to go here. Now, you guys. We're going to go like that. Now, to come out, we need these guys. Now we may change this up to put another whole row in here. But that's going to get them out. Now what do we do with them? So it's going to get our plant ash. So that gets put into an assembler with our quicklime. So now we got to burn stone in a crucible. So another one of these whole setups for stone. And I think we're going to go on this side of the pole. We're going to go straight down. So all of this is probably going to get taken apart as soon as this grows. I'll move them down here temporarily because we need to keep these going. But I think I have to keep rope going. So we'll probably end up moving this. You're making... Okay, we can get rid of you for now. I don't need linen to build anything with. So you can go. And then these two can go. And then we'll move these two plots down. We'll keep that going. Alright, so you need to come out, you need to come out, and you need to come out. I don't have anything for you to do. You are just going to go. I can turn the linen into rope, I think. Can I stick you in there? I can. Alright, you are rope. Okay, we just eliminated linen. I'm going to throw them in there for now. You know what? What do I do with 79 sand? Maybe we'll just get rid of that sand. Look at that. We'll see what happens when I stop buying lime and coal. We actually make some money. And you're going to need another chest. So we're running into a good problem right now. I didn't future-proof that at all. So let me do this. I'm just going to manually move them for now over to here. And then we can take our silver, throw our silver over there. Let's just get rid of you guys because I don't need to. We have some linen to sell. And then we need to get this out of our way. So we're going to rebuild these down there for now. So I'm going to need 4 flax, 2, and we're going to move these. All right, and that'll free up the rest of the space for us to get our fertilizer going. Alright, and you guys can go over here for now. So that that's going to be a good problem to have. And then you guys are going to get moved as well, just over here for now. So you're going to be another temporary home. Okay, so that's a good problem to have right there. Because this whole setup is making what? Rope. And we're just going to let this run out. And then I'm going to eliminate it until we can start growing flax. So this just all needs to run through. Need to get rid of this because I need to start putting our the other part of our fertilizer across here. Alright, so you guys, just let the rest of this run through. And we're going to eliminate this. Do I want to keep rope going? You know what? I need a little bit of rope for building. I want to keep, you know what? I want to keep this going, but let this run through. So let's grab you and you for a minute. And then let's go back here and just check on this. Well, for the rest of that rope to run through. I've got, okay, so you have coins. Throw you in there anyway. Throw you in there anyway. So this should all be backed up back here now. Yeah, we got nails are backed up. That's a good problem to have. So everything back there is backed up, not using any coins. You are, oh, come on. Well, you know what? I'm just going to move you temporarily as well down here. Oop. And you will be out of my way. And then we come back over here. We get you in there. We get you in there. We get you in there. I'll throw you in there. I will throw you in there. Beautiful. Now, yeah, these poles, these beams are going to be a pain, but we have the things I think that can go through them. Yeah, see, that's not going to be a problem. So, this is going to be wood going in to feed furnaces. So, we need to get 6 furnaces across here. And how? So, let's start with, actually, we need crucibles as well, right? Stone through. Oh no, we got to grind it. We want our finished product on this side. So I want to make our stone so our finished product comes out on this side. I think we need we're going to have to build this backwards. So we're going to need assemblers. And then you're going to make our fertilizer. Let's play around with this for a minute. So let's try and get you lined up with this guy. So if we want a row of assemblers coming down, where is our fertilizer going to come out? Do I want to build it here, or do I want to build it on the floor? So if we build it up here, we're going to have to take it down. If we build it on the floor, we're going to have to bring this product down. Which now this may be in the way. No, because we can reverse this. I think I want to build it on the floor. So what we need to do now is pick a direction. So now we come down. So now we have our first half of our product coming down, which goes into an assembler. Now let me just toy around with this for a minute to see how I want this. So we're going to need to feed one product in from one side, one product in from another side. How could I line these up where? So if I turn them this way, we can feed one product in from one side, one product in from another side. The problem is the fertilizer is going to have to go up and over when it comes out. And we got to pick a direction on where we're going to go. Now, the other thing we could do is, let me play around with something here for a second. You guys, now, which I may have to tear this apart to fit these in. Oh, you're not going to let me use you guys as that anyway. So if I wanted to build something on top of these, we're going to have to go up. I almost want to build these up in the air and not on the ground. No, but I'm going to have the same problem. So how do we get them out of the assembler and going all in the same direction on a belt? which we're going to need a space on one side. So if we start going in this direction, so if we put our first one here, let's just build one. So this product would come into this. So this would become essentially fertilizer. So we'll have part of our product coming in there. We'll have part of our product coming in here. The problem is our fertilizer is going to come out on this side. Now we're not going to be able to run them in a straight belt. We're going to have to run a... So our finished product's going to come out like so. And I'm down too far with that one. But let's just throw these in here for a placeholder. So our finished product is going to come out. Nope, you're wrong. Let's just take this up and this up for a second. So our finished product is going to go like that. Now I still need to get a product in. I'm not going to have enough room. So I need an extra space, because in order to get our second product in here, so if our second one is here, so let's say this product comes into here, this next product's going to have to come down like this. So this whole row has to come out by one. And I'll show you why. Because I need this guy coming down, bringing our next product in. Actually, I need it coming down like this, bringing our next product in. So you will actually go here. You will actually go there, and then our finished product is going to have to move. And we'll probably, we can go through this pole, that's not a problem. So our finished product is going to come out look, my favorite screen. So our finished product is going to come out and go this way. Yeah, you're going to end up going through the pole, which should not be a problem. Where is it? Here. Oh, yeah, no, we're good. We should be able to go right through the pole and come out this side. And we'll need to feed some fertilizer back in. So let's get one setup done, I think, and then we can, so coming out on this side, we're going to have grinders. Because now we have to build this backwards. So coming into the assembler, I need quicklime, which is going to come out of a grinder. So we need grinders feeding into these. Now, all right, you're going to be on this side, so we'll have grinders feeding into here. Coming down like this. And then you become fertilizer. So we have grinders coming out. Three are probably not going to be enough, but we can stack them. But I want the extra space. We're going to do this for now, which will allow me to stack grinders. Well, I won't be able to stack many of them, though. Can I stack 5? No, because I need room to come down. Actually, if I turn these the other way, if I turn the grinders this way, that makes more sense. Because now I can get 6 grinders, bring in product out. We can have 6 grinders feeding product in. So the next part of our equation is quicklime. Crucible, so we have to heat up our stone in a crucible. And I'm going to also need to be able to feed. So let's do this. And if I reverse you, nope, this way, I can only, I'll be able to just move. Oh, you're going to be backwards. That's not going to work. Let's get the first one set up. It's completely backwards. So you're going to need to feed wood in from this side. And then I'm going to need 3 crucibles. I'm completely blind. So our 3 crucibles, that's not going to work because I want them feeding each other. And I don't have enough room to put them this way. Because we know that this stone process is really, really slow, we can tell that from over here. Let's go grab 3, I'll show you. I'm trying to make this so it's future-proof and not backing up. I mean, I'm not slowing down. So if I throw these here, this process here is really, really slow. So I want to be able to feed one of these just into 3 of these. But they're going to go through a crucible instead of a grinder. And actually one of these could probably just feed into two. So let's rethink this. Let's do this really quick, just so we can keep some cash coming in. Let's check on you. Okay, you're starting to back up, so let me do this for now. Now it'll keep the extra coins, some of the extra coins moving out. So that's a good problem to have. So I got to manually feed, so I need 2, 2, and 4. Let me grab a little bit of cash. Just so we can keep yellow and green potions going. And then this is going to go away soon. As soon as I get fertilizer in, then we can start automating everything else. What are you? Oh, you're missing stone. Crap. So essentially, I need this setup. All right, that's a good problem to have. And that's a good problem to have. All right, so let me do something. Let's eliminate this. Let's eliminate this. Let's eliminate this. Let me go look at this for a minute. So this is essentially the setup we're going to need, almost. So we need this feeding into 3 of these, feeding into the crusher. This is exactly what we need. The quicklime, but not the powder. Right? So I just need to burn the stone to get the quicklime. Oh yeah, through the grinder to get the... Yeah, so basically this is what we need. This setup right here, but in a different direction. Can one of these feed 3 of these consistently? No, because 3 grinders I don't think are going to give me the fertilizer I need. Well, let's do one setup to see how it goes. Alright, so let's go back to my original thought. So if I put you there, we have 3 grinders running into there, and then we're going to need our furnaces. And then you're going to have to go this way, because I'm going to have to feed wood into the front. You're going to have 3 crucibles. I'm blind again, right there. Going this way. So you guys are essentially going to feed into those. So now we got to get our stone coming into here, but I got to feed wood into those. So I'm going to want a buffer because we're going to want to buy. Nope. Darn it. So I'm going to want to buy wood. We're going to buy wood here. We're going to buy wood here to feed these. Now I need to feed stone into here. But we can use this guy. Let's line you up here. And I'm going to need possibly 2 of you because we're going to need to buy yep. We're going to need to buy stone. So I'm going to need you guys. So we're going to have our stone coming from here across, and then you can branch off to there, and then you can branch off to there. Now we're going to have to buy stone, so I'm going to need another portal. Here. Now let me just get, so we're going to need 3 portals. I have some extra. Let me throw those there just to get rid of them. And then the other thing I want to grab is, oh, look at that, 120. Nice. Throw them in there so we have the cash coming in. And you're almost full. So that's another good problem to have. What was I going to do? I was going to grab a little bit of coin. Just grab another 5,000 now. Hey, buddy, I used the right door this time. Let's grab 3 of these. Because I'm going to need... My goodness, we're an hour in. So I'm going to need one of you here buying... You're going to buy limestone. You're going to feed into here, and then you're going to feed limestone down the line. I'm going to need one here. We're going to have to get coins here as well. That's going to be another whole issue. I may go up, over, and down. So this may be our first oh crap. So this may be our first hole where we bring coins down. because we need to get coins up to feed our glass operation, which I should probably go check on that. But anyway, so we're going to need a portal here. And I'm going to need a portal here. You're going to buy wood. You're going to buy wood. So that'll feed this whole operation. Now, just for the time being, I'm going to cut this one off. So I want to do a quick test to see if we can get at least one fertilizer out of here. And then, because we're going to have to manually feed fertilizer in here to kick this off to get sage. So we got a burned sage here. It's going to come down. It's going to go into there. We're going to get our whole mess here, and it's going to come into here. I know we're going to go a little bit long. So I actually need coins coming down here. I need rope. This is why I got to keep rope going. Uh-oh. Nope, you're over here. So do I have any extra? I don't. Oh, that's fine. Let me grab that. That's why I need to keep rope going. Alright. Yeah, we're going to go a little bit long. I want to get this. So I'm going to need you here. You have to go in the top and out the bottom. So you're going to go that way, which means I need to rotate you this way. So you're going to have to come out by one. So I'll be able to bring coins in here, and then they'll come out here. So let's go look over here. So because we're manually feeding... No, we're not. We have coins coming up here. Sweet. All right, so we got to get coins over to here. But I want room to future-proof, so hold on. You... Why can't... Oh, I'm out of brick. Okay, I'm going to put a door there, and we'll put another wall here. So yeah, so that'll future-proof us. So I got to get coins over here. So I think... Now I want to leave room here for beams. So I don't want... Well, it doesn't matter, because we can go through. So I'm thinking, let's bring them... do I want to go back and then over? Let's go back. We can always move them later. So let's come back this way. And then we'll come back this way. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Come this way. Come straight, my friend. So that's going to get us coins coming down. And you're feeding out of this first chest. So let me cut you off for a minute. Oh. It's just... that belt's going to fill up. So that belt is going to grab a ton of coins. So it's going to take a little bit to get over here. So I've got to get coins up here. Let me put you here. So you are going to come this way. Well, let's just go there. Then we'll break you off here. You go there, and then you're going to have to get broken off again to there. So now we just need to wait for the coins to come through. And then we can bring coins back here and quit feeding those chests. Okay, why are you stuck? I gotta get the belts going the wrong way. Oh. Alrighty then. Now, I'm going to probably have to hand feed some sage into here. So let's do this real quick. Can I buy fertilizer just to get that started? Buddy, do you sell any fertilizer? No? No, 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 all the way around. Okay, so we're going to have to hand feed some sage in there. Not enough money. I spent all my... Oh, I took all my money out. I need some sage to get it started with. Oh, did I tell you what to buy? I did. Now, the problem is I'm going to have to hand feed a little bit of sage in here. So for now, let's throw a box down. This is just temporary. So I can get some sage onto that first belt so it can burn. Now it's going to take a little bit for these lines to back up with coins. Alright, things are happening. Actually, let me cut that off for a minute. Okay, you need... Oh, I know what I did wrong. That. And then let me take that out of there, because that might be enough. You're making fertilizer. Now, we're going to need to feed fertilizer in these guys. And then we're going to need fertilizer for other products. So, yep, let's now because let me do this. Let's leave myself a buffer. So let's just come down here for now. And let's go through here. Let me give myself a buffer. And then for now, let's cut you off. Actually, no, let's leave that one there. And then let's put you back. So I ended up, I think, with one fertilizer into my pocket. So let's just throw, I ended up with 3. Let's throw you in there. Hey, we're making stuff happen. So next episode we finish setting this up. And we'll give it our coins time to come through and back up. Now what's nice about this is we can start automating our rope, our linen, and everything else. But this needs to feed itself, so let me grab a few. So we can keep this going. And then I won't need this. Once this starts filling up. Sweet. And then we'll start turning these on one at a time as we need more fertilizer. We'll probably get 2 going. I think this is going to work out well. Let me put these on before I forget. Oh, see, coins are already starting to back up. Nice. Oh, see, this is going to be a game changer now. All right, before I get out of here, let's grab, just grab 2 red berries for now. And we'll get that automated. We'll start getting automated. We have enough coins in reserve now. We can just start automating everything. So let me grab you. Let me grab you. Let me feed you guys in there for now. And then I also have a little bit more sage. So let me just stuff you in there. What do you have? You don't have much flax. I'll just go get 2 flax real quick. Well, let's just get 4. We'll continue making rope. And that should be the last seeds we have to purchase for handcrafting. And then what we'll do is we'll take and throw the rest into where we're making rope, which is here. Beautiful. Oh, look at this. This is even starting to back up. So nice. So this is all going to back up and shut down, which is a good problem to have until we start using fertilizer. And then we'll start adding these on one at a time to get what we need. Oh, I liked this setup, and it's future-proof because we can copy and paste these into a whole nother factory, or we can even go up. So off of this, once we have our fertilizer, so off of this, we can start making rope and everything we need to start feeding the factory with. I like this setup. I really like this setup. Future-proof fertilizer because we can expand it. It's already starting to back up. Nice. I love it. I'm going to call it here. I am Old Man 102. Please smash that like and subscribe on your way out and have an awesome day.